Peace be upon you. The prohibitions in marriage are divided into two categories: permanent prohibition and temporary prohibition. The perpetual prohibition is divided into three categories: kinship, breastfeeding, and marital relations. Regarding kinship, it prohibits the mother and her ascendants, daughters and their descendants, grandsons and their descendants, and full sisters or half-sisters, either from the paternal or maternal side, and nieces from brothers and sisters, regardless of their descendants, and aunts from both father and mother without their daughters. As for breastfeeding, what is prohibited by breastfeeding is the same as what is prohibited by lineage. So every woman prohibited by lineage in the previous categories is similarly prohibited by breastfeeding. In order for breastfeeding to make a woman prohibited, two conditions must be met. First, the breastfeeding should occur within the first 2 years of life, specifically within 2 years. Second, it should consist of 5 full feedings. And in the case of affinity, the wife's mother is prohibited, regardless of how high in lineage. Once the marriage contract is made with a woman, all her mothers, from both blood relations and by nursing, are prohibited regardless of rank, and it's not required to consummate the marriage with the woman. Secondly, stepdaughters are also prohibited, and they are the daughters of the wife. The stepdaughter becomes forbidden only upon consummation with her mother. Thirdly, the wives of sons, that is, the wives of his sons and grandsons, are also prohibited regardless of how far down the line they go, and they become prohibited merely by the contract due to the generality of the verse. Fourthly, the wives of the father are prohibited, whether related by blood or nursing, whether he had intercourse with them or not. As for temporary prohibition, it is divided into two parts. One is the prohibition due to combining, or when the prohibition is related to a situation that ceases with the removal of the reason. The first case is the combination of two sisters, whether they are from kinship or through nursing, or marrying a woman and her aunt, or a woman and her maternal aunt, or marrying more than 4 women. As for the second case, it is related to a woman waiting for her waiting period after being with another, and an adulteress, if her adultery is known until she repents and her waiting period ends, and the woman in ihram until she completes her ihram. And Allah knows best. Peace and blessings be upon you.